When performing an analysis of poetry, critics tend to use a variety of tools, including dictionaries, anthologies of works, and historical documents, among others. With the rise of digital technologies, scholars have often resisted their use, as the act of annotating the poem itself is a key part of their process. Meditation is a tool that allows the annotations that poetry critics use on physical paper to be integrated into their analyses by providing digital hints on a separate display as they annotate the poem. A reader underlines the words murderous and bloody, identifying them as synonyms. The worksheet viewer panel on the left highlights the annotated words, and the system displays each of the words' dictionary entries in word definition tiles in the metadata tile stream panel on the right. The query framework then analyzes the pen stroke words for possible semantic and phonetic relations and generates corresponding query tiles in the metadata tile stream, each represented by a colored dot below the pen stroke words in the worksheet viewer. Now the reader underlines the line, "a bliss in proof, all the way until very woe," noticing an alliteration of the P's in proof and proved. As before, Meditation responds by first generating word definition tiles for each of the pen stroke words as indicated by the gray dot, then generates related query tiles indicated by the appearance of more colored dots. A set of different query tiles generated based on the two annotations can be seen in the metadata tile stream panel. Clicking on murderous and bloody filters the metadata tile stream panel to only show those query tiles generated as a result of this particular set of pen stroke words. The word definition tile shows a word's pronunciations, usage history, parts of speech, and senses. On noticing the synonymous relationship between murderous and bloody, the query framework propagates the same query throughout the poem and returns a synonyms tile highlighting all sets of synonyms in the sonnet. Similarly, when the query framework identifies consonants in these words on the phoneme D, it highlights all other words in the poem consonant on the same phoneme in a consonants tile. The query framework also recognizes an assonant AH phoneme and generates an assonance tile to indicate all of those words in the poem that are assonant on AH. Releasing the filter on the metadata tile stream panel and clicking on the other set of pen stroke words reveals all of the tiles produced by this annotation. The query framework identified an alliteration in the pen stroke words and generated an alliteration tile that highlights words that all begin with the same phonemes. For example, clicking on the green dot highlights all the words that alliterate on the P phoneme based on the alliteration between proof and proved. Similarly, clicking on the pink dot reveals all words alliterating on the phoneme R. The query framework also comes across assonance and consonance relation in these pen stroke words, indicated by a tile highlighting the assonant IH and another highlighting a consonant R. In addition, an antonyms tile gets added to the metadata tile stream panel due to the words bliss and woe that reveals all sets of antonyms in the song. Clicking on the corpus search icon on the antonyms tile permits a mode switch to distant reading by allowing an investigation of the antonymy with respect to the original sonnet and some corpora of interest. Here, the Shakespearean sonnets corpus. The rightmost panel, called the corpus viewer, lists all sets of antonyms across the sonnets in the corpus. Clicking on the antonym pair heaven and hell in the antonyms tile filters the corpus viewer to only show those sonnets that possess this specific pair. Sonnet 145 is the only other sonnet that uses this relation. Clicking on the sonnet's title in the corpus viewer reveals the full text of Sonnet 145 and all the antonym pairs therein. The reader can return to the list of antonyms by clicking the flip icon. The reader can switch back to close reading by clicking on the peeking worksheet viewer on the left, hiding the corpus viewer. As the reader continues annotating, he explicitly connects straight and bait and circles the repeating P's in pursuit and possession. The query framework generates an alliteration and perfect rhyme tile in response to the linking of straight and bait. The perfect rhyme tile highlights all rhyming word pairs. Encircling the A's in waste and shame, word definition tiles and an assonance tile for the phoneme EY get generated. As the reader continues annotating, Meditation generates context-specific query tiles in response to those annotations.